Hello everybody, this is Pikuniku, a very strange, odd, bizarre puzzle platformer. This is the intro of the game. This is kind of your first introduction to this little pink guy who's trying to take all the resources in the world and then he hands out free money. You see the implications here, right? But this intro really sells the game. It's really strange, colorful. This pink guy is interesting. And that's it. I mean, it's written in like a very smart way to be silly and poke fun at some stuff. And the puzzle platforming airs more on the side of platforming. And it's okay. If you're going to play this game, it's going to be for this kind of silly intro, silly writing, silly characters kind of reasoning. You want to talk to everybody in the town because they're like, what is this person going to say? What are they going to make me do? What kind of weird tasks do they have for me? That kind of stuff. Or you're going to stumble upon something and be like, what does this do? Can I get behind this wall? Can I see what's over here? Because you're curious what possibly else they could have placed in this game. And that's pretty much my experience with it. It's fun, but you definitely have to be looking for a certain type of experience. There's no way this is considered difficult, which is fine because it's not what they were going for. The checkpoints and failure states are very quick and easy, much more casual game, which is good. I'm not against that. It's really about the story of meeting people and helping them out. If it's collecting an item or having a dance-off, yes, a dance-off, then that's what needs to happen. And mechanically, it's okay. Here in this beginning area, they're kind of tutorializing you on kicking stuff. Kicking stuff is pretty much the only way you interact with the game. You push stuff, kick stuff, and that's pretty much it. Nice mushroom bouncing platform. Who doesn't love a nice mushroom bouncy platform, you know? Always nice. I love mushrooms, by the way. They're so good. They add so much flavor and meatiness to a dish. Ugh, mushrooms, you know? You know what I mean? I know some people don't like mushrooms, fungus. But they're good. You push stuff like that. Anyway, yeah. The point is, the game is weird. And that just continues, like that kind of bright, colorful, playful nature continues throughout the whole game. And that's the best part. This well I've fallen in like 100 times, and it's so annoying to get back out. This kind of area underneath the well, and then you have to place an apple in a jar and it opens this up. This is the kind of stuff you want to be playing this game for. Where the hell are those two other apples? And what is behind that door? That's the reason to play this game. And it is an experience. It's so much fun to figure that stuff out. It is a lot less fun to have to solve a puzzle you already know kind of what to do, but you can't do it because it's so imprecise. If mechanics are the reason you entirely play a game, maybe Pikuniku isn't for you. If the reason is because writing, weird shit happens, Pikuniku is probably for you. Like, this is like a drawing game in here. Why is there like a really weird drawing game? I like it. It was funny. Later on in the game, it happens to become very funny. That dancing bit is very funny. The characters are very silly. I also found getting past people to be very annoying. At one point, I had 3 people following me, and I got in a very weird state where I was trapped under them and I couldn't escape, and it just took a really long time of kicking them and wiggling to get out from under them. So everything is just so wibbly wobbly. I mean, I know you have really long legs, so yes. Here's another mini game where you have to kick this watermelon into the hoop, but it's just so much. I included this because it's so much fun to try and play this weird stuff. At first, I totally didn't understand it, and he was kicking me, and it was frustrating, actually. It takes me like another 15 minutes to get another basket. We're going to cut that out because it's a nightmare. But it just shows you what weird stuff can happen in this game. So if you want to get the most out of this game, you have to play through more than once. There's no way around it. You have to play once through to unlock all the areas, to open up the entire map, and then you have to play through again to experience more of the game. What happens is you unlock those hats, like the drawing hats, and then you can use them to get to new parts of the game. There's some statues you can collect too, but that's more for funsies. Although I don't know if I guess I could see the trophies. I think that's in the start menu. By the way, there's a co-op mode in this game. I did not play it, so I can't tell you. Rolling up like this makes you roll faster, which is kind of fun. So a second playthrough, absolutely necessary if you're going to enjoy this game, I think, because there's no way to experience everything your first playthrough. You need more of the hats. You definitely need one of the hats you get at the end of the game. Here I struggle with these jump pads for these jump mushrooms for way too long. So one of the complaints, the biggest complaints I have, is that when you play through the first time, you unlock all of these switches and you do all of these puzzles. And then in the second playthrough, you expect that stuff to still be set. You expect it to still be solved. You expect to breeze through a second area because you're not challenging the player to solve the puzzle that they've already done. You're trying to, you want to allow them to explore and figure out what's going on in the world and meet those characters they missed the first time through. But the game doesn't do that. The game makes you do all the challenges again. So I find it to be very annoying and probably why I won't continue playing a second playthrough. The worst is really when you solve the puzzle, get to the place past the puzzle, and then they're like, yeah, come back with an item. And you're like, okay, no problem. I'll go find the item. You go find the item, and then you come back and you're like, the puzzle's not solved again? I have to solve the puzzle again to get back in there? Yeah, you do. And so, but I don't want to sit there. And with these imprecise mechanics, I don't want to sit there and friggin' try and go through and work on all of that again. It's kind of annoying. So look, overall, the game is good and I had fun playing it, but it's a little weird. So if you don't like weird, you're not going to like this at all. And the point is to experience the weird. And that's it. I mean, these puzzle platforming elements are just in here to make it a game, kind of. I don't think that they add anything particularly to the game. They're not bad. They're just a way to something to get through to get to the writing. And that's all I can say. Hopefully you know if you like the game. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate you watching, and I'll see you next time I see you.